This is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries. And we are live, and we have lots of wonderful people joining us here today on Discoveries in Health. And we are also simultaneously broadcasting over Blab IM. So all the new listeners over on Blab IM, hello. And somebody give me a sound check, maybe in Dallas, Texas. Can you hear me, Sister Kashakia?
Yes, I can hear you, Doctor. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's nice when everything is working and we can all hear each other. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Because last week there was a lot going on. Someone was doing some type of tutorial or some accounting class, and it was just really disruptive where people have a pure call. So I wanted to make sure we did not have that problem again this week.
Hello?
So I'll praise God.
Yes. And hello, welcome to Discoveries in Health. All of the lines are unmuted at this moment. And if you have a health question about natural remedies, my name is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. I am a graduate ethnobotanist and phytotherapist with 2 PhDs. I'm a master herbalist, a graduate chartered herbalist, and master of herbology. I'm also an ordained minister and a certified bishop, and I love the Lord. And so that's why we do this work, and that's why we do this broadcast, to make sure that you have an opportunity to ask questions about natural remedies and get honest, forthright, straightforward information that you can use. And we're going to show you how we have a couple of websites. One of them is herbalhealthreview.com. And while we're on herbalhealthreview.com, well, that's where you're going to find all kinds of information that are published about my work for the past 54 years of creating natural remedies and helping people at no charge. That's what I do. That's what I've always done. I'm not wealthy. I do this as a labor of love for the Lord, and I don't make any money doing this except for donations, and I get very few donations, so that's just the way a ministry goes sometimes. And the lines are open. I'm going to give you that website again, herbalhealthreview.com. So very often I'll be talking about something, and you'll find it over there on herbalhealthreview.com. I'm going to take a caller, and if there's anyone there who has a question or has a comment, the lines are open right now. I'm going to take that caller and answer your question. And please, everyone else, mute their mics so there's no feedback through your mic. I will go through and mute all the mics myself so that we don't get an echo. Now, the lines are open. I'm waiting for a question. Does anybody have a question or a comment?
Hi, my name is Lynn Walker, and I really, right now I am taking estrogen blend.
Estrogen, yes.
Estrogen blend. Now, is that good? The reason I want it, I mean, I've been taking it every day. Is that really good for it? Because I'm trying to get rid of, or even cool down like my hot flashes.
So
I'm just in the process of going through menopause.
I understand. So the answer is, and I'm going to go over to that website. I'm going to go over that website, and I'm going to take a look at the herbalhealthreview.com website. And now I'm on the herbalhealthreview.com website, and I'm going to bring up some information here about natural remedies for, and I'm reaching down here. I'm going into LM. There it is. There's a report there on herbalhealthreview.com, and it's called Menopause. And now I'm clicking on that report, and I'm going to, and now I'm going to bring that report over, and I'm going to put it right in the window so that you can see it. Well, not when we do a video, because you can't see it now. You can't see it now, but you will be able to see it next Tuesday when we make a video of this broadcast. So I'm going to take that report right now, and I'm going to drop that report in the window of the video that we're making right now, and it's talking about menopause. And there's a menopause formula, and that menopause natural herbal formula, it has herbs in it: black cohosh and false unicorn root, licorice root, squaw vine, sarsaparilla, eleuthero root, blessed thistle. And then it's made with structured water. Structured water, that's the alkaline water. And that's how it's manufactured. And that formula is number 1291, number 1291, and that's an herbal tincture extract that is specifically manufactured for menopause, and something like that is like 1 ounce of it is $12.99.
Okay, thank you.
And you're going to find that product on betterhealthherbs.com. betterhealthherbs.com, and when you get to that website, that's the manufacturer. So there's two websites. One is the herbalhealthreview.com website, where all the information is under common conditions, and then you go down to menopause, and it gives you that full report and all kinds of other information and helpful hints and things that you can do. And then when you when it's talking about that menopause formula on herbalhealthreview.com, you click on that, and it takes you over to where you can buy it at Health and Herbs. And so that's how easy that is. But what we're talking about...
Thank you.
You're welcome. And what we're talking about here is this formula aids menopausal women and helps alleviate hot flashes, dizziness, headaches, breathing difficulties, heart palpitations, and depression. So that's one formulation. And then it goes on to talk about other options, because not one thing is good for every single person in the world. So that's why there's several options and several formulations. There's also a formula called Estrogen Balance that can help to balance the estrogen progesterone balance. There's one, so, and there's a plain progesterone balance formula. There's a plain estrogen balance formula that balances both estrogen and progesterone, and then there's a menopause formula. There's an herb called chase tree berry that balances the hormones. And then and then there's ginseng that will give you all this energy, and it's a tonic, and it stimulates and improves brain cells, and it helps with balancing the estrogen balance. Then finally, I'm going to mention one more, and that's called Dong Quai, Angelica sinensis. And Dong Quai is second only to ginseng. It's a blood tonic for women and a digestive stimulant. It has been shown to assist the body in efficiently using hormones, and it has been used for menstrual cramping, irregularity, delayed flow, period pain, and weakness during menstruation. It is beneficial for dissolving blood clots and loosening tight muscles and increasing circulation and stopping internal bleeding and helping with nervousness and also in moistening the intestines to help with constipation. And also this Dong Quai protects the liver, and it has an antibacterial action. So that gives you a number of different options there over on herbalhealthreview.com under common conditions, and then down and looking at menopause. So that's, I think that probably answers your question. What do you think?
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, that leaves lines open. That leaves lines open for you, and we want you to ask your question. Go ahead, and I'll unmute them. Hello in Wichita Falls, and I'm going to unmute the mics again. And if anyone has a health question, we're here to completely make sure that you get your question answered. Well, I don't care whether it's for cancer, diabetes, heart disease, menopause, or whatever. The lines are open, and I'm ready for another question. Please answer. Please ask your question now.
Hello, Dr. Truman.
Hello.
Hi. Could you just go over one of those formulas that's very good for the adrenal glands, to fight stress and everything?
Adrenal glands to fight stress. What would be a good?
Well, I would like to say is within the formulas of the menopause formulas.
Oh, within the menopause formulas. Let's go back and take a look at the menopause formulas again. And all right, let me do that. Let me go back and grab that over here and put it back in the frame. So whoops, I don't want to do that. I want to get over. Whoop, I don't want to do. I'm trying to grab it, and I will. All right, maybe I won't. Yeah, I got it now. All right, I got it centered up on so you can see it in the video, and you can see what I'm looking at. And we're looking at something that's going to give you more. Which of those would really help the adrenals? That would be the ginsengs, and there's it's called Ginseng Power 6. It's a number of ginseng and adaptogenic type herbs. These ginsengs are considered to be some of the best tonics, and they protect against radiation damage and stress and fatigue and a high blood sugar, and they increase endurance and balance hormones and an adaptogen, and it's an alternative. And it's a stimulant, so that's going to help the adrenals. And it's considered to be the king of all tonics, as it provides stimulation to the entire body for stress and fatigue and weakness and deficiencies. And it stimulates and improves the brain cells, and it's especially stimulating for mental fatigue. Ginseng works with heart and with blood circulation. And so ginsengs are helpful with normalizing blood pressure and reducing cholesterol and atherosclerosis. And these Ginseng Power 6 is nourishing to the blood and beneficial for anemia. It's also this also helps to reduce blood sugar levels and is beneficial in treating diabetes and other uses, including as an antidote to toxic drugs, and it's an antidote to chemicals and for protection against radiation. We mentioned that, and we'll mention it again. And improvement of vision and hearing. It helps your hearing and your vision, and to help improve one's working ability as well as balancing to irritability. And for women with lowered resistance and deficiencies and hormonal imbalance. So the answer to your question then would be that Ginseng Power 6. And Ginseng Power 6 is number 1195. So if I clicked on that Ginseng Power 6, it would take me over to betterhealthherbs.com, where I could then take a look at the formula of 1195. And if I'm looking at the formula of 1195, it's got Tin Chi ginseng root, Dang Shin ginseng root, Siberian ginseng root, also called Eleutherococcus senticosus, and Korean ginseng root, and American ginseng root, and Chinese ginseng root, and Brazilian ginseng root. We didn't leave anything out. And it's made with that structured water and 20 to 25% alcohol to preserve it. And that's the least amount acceptable to preserve it. Otherwise, we'd use less. We use the least amount possible to actually preserve and keep it without, using a lot of alcohol. We want more herb in there, as much herb as possible. So we're using as little alcohol as possible and getting as much out of it. And that's it. That's Ginseng Power 6. 1 ounce of that is, it says here over on the betterhealthherbs.com and under product number 1195, it says that 1 ounce of it is $15.07. And you can get it in larger sizes. You can get it all up to, clear up to whatever size you want. And the larger the sizes, the less you pay per ounce. So just know that works out that way. And that should answer your question. And I hope
Dr. Truman.
And I hope it did. Go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Truman, I hear, this is Raquel from Wichita Falls, and I hear the lady talking about menopause.
Yes.
And I can attest to the fact that because I was having menopause, hot flashes, and I just want to share my testimony with these ladies also about the True Age Max. I was drinking the True Age Max, and I no longer suffer with menopause, and it was like 3 weeks when I noticed. I was only on it for like 3 weeks, and that was just when I noticed. But I was suffering from menopause and varicose veins, sinus, high blood, and I no longer suffer with any of these. So I also wanted to share that product with the ladies as well, because I can attest to that it also works too for menopause, varicose veins, and sinus and high blood. So I'm no longer suffering with that, and I just want to share my testimony about that also with the ladies.
Wonderful. And I want to thank you for doing that, because we can't say enough good things about all of the wonderful Marinda Noni products. And everything that I'm talking about here on this broadcast, I want you to know that from personal experience that everything works better when you're using the Marinda Noni products, the Max, the AGE products. They absolutely work. And Sister Kshakia is always kind enough to join our broadcast and enlighten us more about the Marinda Noni products. And I'm going to see if Sister Kshakia is going to talk with us again today more about Noni and some of the wonderful benefits of the AGE products, that the Max and so forth.